And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder's Kevin Durant, a true gym rat, and it's clear his dedication to improve has rubbed off on this whole Thunder team. Center Kendrick Perkins said, "When I first got here, I had never seen a superstar work as hard as him, and that's the honest truth. He's shooting before practice, then he goes through practice hard, he's shooting again after practice. I'm like, when does this guy ever get tired?" But that's the way he sets the bar for the team. He really leads by example by not even saying a word. Guys?
Well, they all rave about his work ethic, that's for sure. Thanks, Doris. Allen dishes to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. LeBron kicks to Allen. With the clock winding down. Offensive rebound. Bosch passes to Haslam. Right side Bosch. Fader on the way. And again, it's the Heat missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Westbrook drives in. Here's Harden. Releases from the wing and drills it. Harden's got his first bucket of the night. The Heat have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
Well, you can see it happening. You knew the Thunder were poised for a deep playoff run last year after coming up short to the Mavericks in 2011. They made quick work of them in the first round last year.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Looking back on that series, Clark, it was a bit of a statement from the rebounded by Battier. The Heat leading by 8.
And they will hold for the last shot.
Yeah, good clock management is essential here.
Here's Wade. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Cook. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Heat, up by 8, and we'll return shortly.
To you.
Play 2 quarters out at American Airlines Arena, and a great game is in progress for our halftime show. Miami up on top against Oklahoma City. They've been tremendous defensively, and that's how you lock a team down. Some nice plays so far from Rashard Lewis. He's got 5 points and has also grabbed a couple rebounds. And still in this, the Thunder hanging around. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. A rough first half for Kevin Durant. His shot has been AWOL lately, still on the run in this one. And that will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back as we take a look at this soaring view of the downtown Miami skyline.
Well, you know the Heat are a dominant team, but they were absolutely phenomenal at home. They completely destroyed their opponents on their home court in South Beach last year.
Thunder trailing by 8. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Rebound by the Heat. Now here's LeBron. It's back to Battier. And the rejection by Ibaka. And Durant with the block. And another shot. Miami no good on that time either.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
And Westbrook, here we go. Over Wade. They get it back. Durant off a pick from Perkins. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Perkins. Goes back up. And he zips to the basket and lays it in. Perkins got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Thunder. Yeah, not a lot of happy visits to South Beach for visiting teams. The Heat, Clark, a devastatingly good 28-5 in their arena.
That was the best home record in the East and tied, Kevin, for the best overall home record in the league with the San Antonio Spurs. They really didn't mess around when they played at home. They were lethal in South Beach.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Lobs it up there, and Ibaka slams it in.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Well, it's interesting. This Oklahoma City team has gotten better and better. And now it's to the point where every year the expectations are for the Thunder to pretty much get out of the West and maybe win the championship. Not easy to play with that kind of burden.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Backing down is LeBron. Stolen by Durant, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for the Heat. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Collison's out there. The Heat leading by 6. From 10 feet out, Wade can't hit. Last season, though, when you talk about expectations, the Thunders have to be pleased with what they were able to accomplish.
And, Kevin, you know, with the way the Thunder played in the postseason, it was obvious that the expectations didn't bother them at all.
And while I'm sure there's some disappointment that they weren't able to win at all, losing to the Heat in 5 in a series where Oklahoma City was actually favored.
Yeah.
I think in the big picture, you have to appreciate how far they've come in such a short time.
Yep.
The future, obviously, very bright in OKC.
LeBron, good.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Back to Westbrook. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. Scooped up. Cephalosha. Collison the pass to Ibaka. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
The drive by Wade. Lets it go from the wing. The shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
And the thing with Russell Westbrook is the potential defensively is just terrifying. I mean, he's so athletic and strong and long. Laterally, he's as quick as anybody in the league, so the potential is really unlimited.
There's a minute 40 left here in the third quarter. Durant against LeBron. Backing him down. Left side, Bosch. Rejected by Ibaka. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Cephalosha kicks to Durant. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
LeBron with it, guarded now by Durant. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And guys, you know, speaking of Westbrook's defensive potential, I think that's one of the things that makes this Thunder team so scary. Their two best players, and Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, have the physical gifts to be tremendous defenders. I'm talking about elite-level defenders in addition to where they already are as elite offensive talents.
The first one falls.
When you're the talk of the league, it comes with some perks and additional pressure. I mean, you've got a target on your back, and that's what the Heat had on them all last year. A lot of teams in the West wanted to test themselves against Miami.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. Nattier comes in for Rashard Lewis. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. That one drops. He ties it up. Miami, for the most part, Steve, dealt with the West all right. You know, they're 11-7, but clearly it wasn't as easy for them as when they played teams from the East.
Well, the Heat have to travel a long way, coming all the way from Miami to go to the western part of the United States. I think that can be a factor. And let's face it, the Western Conference is much stronger than the East, so their record out there is not going to be as impressive.
And it's Cook missing. The Heat shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Tries again, and he finishes at the rack. Cole's got his second bucket of the night.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Passes it to Cook. Shoots the three. Good D by LeBron.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent, the result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
The third quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. So as we get rolling here in the fourth quarter, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris?
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. They had a plan to get an edge in this one, and they executed it perfectly. Hard to see them giving this one away in the final period.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Chalmers, and the rebound goes to Perkins. Perkins got his third rebound tonight. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Perkins. 6 points for James Harden.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
Now Chalmers. Back to Allen. Allen off a pick from Battier. 5 to shoot. On the mark with the 15-footer. And it's 6 points for Allen. Thunder trailing by 4. The dish now to Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And one thing that Durant has made very clear in his young career is that he's going to be a factor in clutch situations. He wants the ball in his hands with the game on the line.
You know, he's got that lean, thin body and looks a little wispy and carefree out there. But underneath that jersey beats the heart and edge of, I think, a killer in terms of putting the ball in the basket.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
That is good. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Seems to be recovering after that